नमस्कार। आज से मेरा रिवीजन स्टार्ट हो रहा है, तो यहाँ पर मैं रिवीजन करूँगा और लॉन्ग वीडियो में बनाऊँगा, क्योंकि मुझे टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करना है। जो लगभग और जो 2 से 3 मंथ बाकी है, तो मैं चाहता हूँ कि मैं इस मंथ के अंदर मई के अंदर मैं इसको कंप्लीट कर पाऊँगा, पूरी की पूरी टॉपिक यूपीएससी का। और मैं खुद ही पढ़ रहा हूँ, और कोई अगर पढ़ना चाहे तो वो भी पढ़ सकते हैं। तो मैं खुद के लिए मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ, रिवाइज कर रहा हूँ। So first, India currently has 27 sites designated as wetland of international importance, Ramsar sites. So India currently has 27 sites. It is important. India currently has 27 sites and designated as wetlands of international importance, Ramsar sites. And some are like Ostomodi wetland, it is in Kerala, and Vitharkanika mangroves in Odisha, and Diparbil, Assam. So Assam, there is in Diparbil, it is a Ramsar site, important. So Diparbil, Assam. Keoladeo National Park in Rajasthan, important. And Ostomodi wetlands in Kerala, and Vitharkanika mangroves, Odisha, Diparbil, Assam, and Keoladeo National Park, Rajasthan. Next, all are Ramsar sites. And second is Global Wage Report. It is released by International Labour Organization, ILO. Global Wage Report. Operation Green mainly the Ministry of Food Processing and Industries has launched this scheme, and it seeks to promote farmers' production. Operation Greens, Ministry of Food Processing mainly. Industries, Ministry of Food Processing Industries has launched this scheme, Operation Green, and it seeks to promote farmers' production organization and agri logistics. So Operation Green mainly it seeks to promote to promote farmers' production organization and agri logistics. It seeks to ensure availability of tomato or onion and potato, TOP. TOP means tomato, onion and potato crops throughout the country and around the year without price volatility. So it is mainly Operation Green. It is mainly commander the Minister of Food Processing and Industries, and it seeks to what its objective. Its objectives are like it seeks to promote farmers or producers, producer organization and agri logistics, and it seeks to ensure availability of tomato, TOP, tomato, onion and potato crops throughout the country around the year without price volatility. And next is Rashtriya Bhayasri Yojana. So it is a scheme for providing physical aid and assistance, assisted living devices for senior citizens, mainly belong to BPL category. Those who are all belongs to BPL category, and the government will provide physical aids and assisted living devices for. So it is important, physical aids and assisted living devices for all senior citizens, for senior citizens, well, not all. So if question come all, not, it is mainly for some senior citizens belonging to BPL category. And the expenditure for implementation of the scheme will be made from the Senior Citizen Welfare Fund. So where you can this expenditure we can take, it is mainly the expenditure for implementation of this scheme will be made from Senior Citizen Welfare Funds, important. And as far as possible, 30% of the beneficiaries in each district shall be women. 30% mainly women and 70% men for each district. And next Kisan Credit Card Scheme. The scheme was prepared. Kisan Credit Card Scheme, KCCS. It is mainly the scheme was prepared by NABARD. The Kisan Credit Card Scheme. The scheme was prepared by NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. It is implemented. Important question. So it is implemented by all cooperative banks, regional rural banks, and public sector banks throughout the country, and it covers risk of KCC. So it covers the means Kisan Credit Card It covers the risk of KCC holders against death or permanent disability resulting from accidents. Important. So Kisan credit card mainly it is given by scheme was provided by the NABARD. It is implemented by the different organizations like cooperative banks, regional rural banks, public sector banks, and others sector banks throughout the country, and it covers risk of KCC holders, Kisan credit card holders. It covers and it takes responsibility. Okay, KCC holder against death or against death or permanent disability, and against death here or against death and or permanent disability resulting from accident. So it is from accident, resulting from accident, not others purpose. So it covers risk of KCC holders against death or permanent disability mainly resulting from an accident. Crop loans disbursed under KCC scheme for notified crops are covered under crop insurance scheme. The crop loans disbursed under KCC scheme, so crop loans disbursed under KCC scheme are notified crops are served under crop insurance scheme. So next, Unlawful Activities Act, UAPA. Unlawful Activities Act, the law is aimed at effective prevention of unlawful activities associations in India. So Unlawful Activities Act, UAPA Act, it is mainly the law is aimed at effective prevention of unlawful activities association in India. So what it's actually its aims is at effective prevention here and unlawful activities associations in India. Union Home Ministry has banned the Terak-ul Masjidin, TUM. Union Home Ministry has banned the Terak-ul Masjidin. So now we study UAPA, in Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, UAPA, important. So the law is aimed at effective prevention and unlawful activities association in India. And Indian Home Ministry has banned the Tariq-ul Masjidin TUM under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act for promoting terrorism. Okay, so for promoting terrorism, set up in the 1990. It is mainly set up in the 1990, and TUM. Mainly TUM full form is Tariq-ul Mujahideen. So TUM claims to be fighting for the liberation of Kashmir. So TUM mainly claims to be fighting for the liberation of Kashmir. So it is mainly set up in the 1990. So it is fighting for the liberation of the Kashmir. Women's Global Development and Prosperity Initiative. Women's Global Development and Prosperity Initiative launched by US. Women's Global Development and Prosperity Initiative launched by the US. What is its aim? Its aim is to promote, coordinate current programs and develop new ones to assist women in areas such as job training and financial support and legal or regulatory reform. So it has been Women Development Prosperity Initiative launched by the US. It aims to cooperate current program and development new ones to assist women in areas such as job training, financial support, and legal or other regulatory reforms. So it seeks to reach 50 million women in the developing world by 2025. So Women's Global Development and Prosperity Initiative launched by the US and aims to coordinate current programs and develop new ones to assist women in areas such as job training, financial support, legal or regulatory reforms. It seeks to reach 50 million women in the developing world. Okay, so it is mainly Women's Global Development and Prosperity Initiative. It is mainly come across mainly in the developing world, and 50 million women will be in the and it seeks to reach 50 million women in the developing world by 2025. Okay, please remember 2025, not 2020. And it is a government-wide project led by the senior advisor and daughter. It seeks to reach 50 million women in the developing world. Okay, it is a government-wide project led by the senior advisor and daughter to President Donald Trump and Ivanka Trump. Kerala to get country's second longest rail tunnel. Kerala to get country's second longest rail tunnel, 10.7 kilometer railway line, including a 9.02 kilometer tunnel, has been proposed to connect the upcoming Vizhinjam International Multipurpose deep-water seaport to the railway network, and mooted by Konkan Railway Corporation Limited. So it is mainly Kerala to get country's second longest rail tunnel, 10.7 kilometer long tunnel. It is mainly connect to Vizhinjam International Multipurpose Deep-water seaport to the railway network. Okay, so it is 11.26 kilometer Pirpanjal rail tunnel connected Banihal and Hillar Sahabad is the longest. So what is the actually present time mainly longest tunnel in India? Mainly it is 11.26 km located in Pirpanjal. It is mainly Pirpanjal rail tunnel. Okay, it is connecting Banihal and Hillar. So it is mainly highest length or longest length. Okay, and next is our Lairsam, Lairsam self-protection suites. US has approved a foreign military sale to India to 777 large aircraft infrared countermeasure. Okay, so US has approved a foreign military sale to India. Okay, 777 large aircraft infrared countermeasure. Okay, its actual name is LAIRCM self protection suites SPS for an estimated USD $190 million. Okay, so Lairsam is a program meant to promote large aircraft from man-portable missile. So it is meant to protect large aircraft from man-portable missile. Okay, and next are Dard Aryans are a group of Indo-Aryans people found predominantly in northern Pakistan. So Dard Aryans, they are mainly are a group of Indo-Aryan people found predominantly in northern Pakistan, North India, and eastern Afghanistan. Please remember, Dard Aryans mainly located are a group of Indo-Aryan peoples found predominantly in the North Pakistan and North India and eastern Afghanistan. They might have descended from soldiers in Alexander's army and who had come to the region about 2000 years ago. The word Dard is derived from Sanskrit Daradas, which means people who live on hillsides. Okay. Next, motion of thanks to President address. So it is mainly the Parliament. So it is mainly the Parliament makes an address to a joint sitting of Parliament at the start of the budget session. It is mainly modern motion of thanks. Please remember, the President makes an address to joint sitting of Parliament at the start of the budget session, which is prepared by the government, and list its achieves. The address is followed by a motion of thanks moved in each house by ruling party MP. Okay, the address is followed by a motion of thanks moved in each house. It is moved in each house by ruling party MP. Okay, which is ruled. Okay, ruled in present time. Okay, and members of Parliament vote on this. So members of Parliament vote on this motion of thanks. This motion must be passed in both the houses. So members of Parliament vote on this motion of thanks. This motion must be passed in both the houses. Both of the houses. A failure to get a motion of thanks passed amounts to defeat of government and leads to collapse of government. So a failure to get motion of thanks passed amounts to defeat of government and leads to collapse of government. This is why motion of thanks is deemed to be a no confidence motion. So it is mainly important what is no confidence motion. So it is mainly motion of things related to it with it. So here members of Parliament vote on the motion of thanks. This motion must be passed in both the houses. A failure of the motion of thanks a failure to get motion of thanks, past amount to defeat of government and leads to collapse government. This is why the motion of thanks is deemed to be a no confidence motion. And next is our small grants programs, SGP, small grants program. It was launched in 1992 and with 33 participating countries. So small grants program, it was launched in 1992, okay, with 33 participating countries. Okay, and please remember, so small group grants program, it was launched in 1992. Please remember, and 33 participating countries. It aims to support vulnerable communities through community-led approaches towards environmental conservation and livelihood and management. So small grants program, it was launched in 1992. 33 participating countries. It aims to promote vulnerable communities. So what its aim? Small group programs aims is to promote or to support vulnerable communities throughout the country through community-led approaches towards environmental conservation and livelihood enhancement. It is currently implemented by UNDP on behalf of the Global Environment Forum Partnership, GGF Partnership. Ujjwala Utsav, observed recently to celebrate the stellar role played by various stakeholders in making Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. So Ujjwala Utsav mainly next topic or Ujjwala Utsav. So it is observed recently to celebrate the stellar role played by various stakeholders in making Pradhan Mantri Ujjwal Yojana a success. So Pradhan Mantri, now we discuss Pradhan Mantri Ujjwal Yojana. So it is Pradhan Mantri Ujjwal Yojana. Its aims is to provide LPG connection, okay, liquefied petroleum gas connection to poor household identified through the socio-economic caste census. So Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana aims to provide LPG means liquefied petroleum gas connections to poor household identified through the socio-economic caste census. And a report from Ministry of Health and Family Welfare places household air pollution as the second leading risk factor contributing to India's disease burden. So it is mainly Ministry of Health and Family Welfare places household air pollution as the second leading risk factor contributing to India's disease burden. So next are river information system. So river information system, it is a combination of modern tracking equipment. River information system. What is river information system? It is a combination of modern tracking equipment, okay, and modern tracking equipment related hardware and software designed to optimize the traffic transport process in inland navigation. So river information system, it is a combination of modern tracking equipment, okay, and equipment related to hardware and software designed to optimize traffic and transport process in inland navigation. To what is its actual work? So to boost cargo movement on Ganga. So river information systems work is to boost cargo movement on Ganga. The second phase of river information system was recently inaugurated between Farakka and Patna. Second river information system was inaugurated between Farakka and Patna. The Global Fund to fight AIDS, tuberculosis and malaria. Next our topic on simply the Global Fund. It is an international financing organization that aims to attract, leverage and invest additional resources to end the epidemics of HIV, AIDS, tuberculosis and malaria, to support attainment of SDG organization maintaining its secretariat in Geneva, Switzerland. So mainly our topic now. So okay, the Global Fund to fight AIDS, tuberculosis and malaria. So it is mainly simply the Global Fund. It is an international financial organization that aims to attract, leverage and invest additional resources to end the epidemics of HIV, AIDS, tuberculosis and malaria, to support attainment SDG. Okay, and organization maintains its secretariat in Geneva, Switzerland. So it is mainly Global Fund for fight AIDS and tuberculosis and malaria is an international financing organization, okay, that aims to attract, leverage and invest an additional resource to end an epidemics of HIV and AIDS, tuberculosis and malaria. So what is actual aim? So please remember. So actually mainly its work mainly aims to attract, leverage and invest additional resources to end the epidemics of HIV, to end epidemics of HIV/AIDS, okay, and tuberculosis, malaria, and to support attainment of SDG. Organization next organization an organization maintains its secretariat in Geneva, Switzerland. Next, our topic: Macedonia has signed accession papers with NATO. So Macedonia mainly signing the accession paper allow Macedonia to take part in NATO. Okay, and ministerial meeting as an invitee. So to acquire full membership of all 29 current members must ratify the access protocol. So Macedonia become signed this accession paper with NATO. Please remember, okay, and now currently 29 members there. And next, Russia has raised concern against Macedonia become part of the NATO because NATO's membership provides a guarantee of mutual defense. So because NATO membership provides a guarantee of mutual defense, provides a welcome insurance policy, okay, against and provide insurance policy against possible incursions. Next, NATO. What is NATO? NATO is mainly National North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Okay, North Atlantic Alliance. It is mainly, you can tell. Okay, and it is an intergovernmental military alliance. Please remember, NATO is an intergovernmental military alliance, and treaty that was signed on 4 April 1949. So NATO was signed on 4 April 1949. And headquartered Brussels, Belgium. Okay, just wait. Next, our topic: Delhi government launches zero fatality corridor. So Delhi government it has also issued actionable points to all agencies to ensure a 10% reduction in road accidents by the end of the year. Okay, 2019. Okay, Delhi government will launch zero fatality corridor. Zero facility, not zero fatality. So it is launched by the Delhi government. It has because here issue you can see. So it has also issued actionable points to all agencies to ensure that a 10% reduction in road accident by the end of the year. Only 10% reduction. And next, our Hera mission by European Space Agency. Okay, so Hera mission related with European Space Agency. Please remember, he is set up for a new record by becoming the first spacecraft to explore a binary asteroid. So Hera mission is an European Space Agency. It is set for a new record by becoming the first spacecraft to explore a binary asteroid, the Didymos. The moon orbiting Didymos, called Didymos, almost the size of the Giza pyramid in Egypt. The moon obtaining Didymos, called Didymos, almost the size of the Giza pyramid in Egypt, measuring just 160 meters in diameter. So measuring just 160 meters in diameter, will be the smallest asteroid ever explored. Please remember, it is important. Okay, so it is mainly the first spacecraft to explore a binary asteroid, the Didymos. The moon obtaining Didymos, called Didymos. Okay, and almost the size of the Giza pyramid in Egypt. So please remember, and measuring 160 meters just in diameter, will be the smallest asteroid ever explored. And voter verifiable paper audit trial, VVPAT system, voter verifiable paper audit trial system. When voter process presses a button in the EVM, a paper slip is printed through VVPAT. So please remember, when a voter presses a button, okay, if I press a button, then in the EVM, a paper slip is printed throughout the VVPAT. The slip contains the poll symbols and name of the candidate. So, okay, and VVPAT machines can be accessed by polling officers only. VVPAT machine only can be accessed by polling officers only. And next our Andaman Nicobar. Next our topic, Andaman Nicobar Island Integrated Development Corporation Limited, ANIDCL. Andaman Nicobar Island Integrated Development Corporation Limited. It was inaugurated on 28th June 1988. So it was inaugurated. Andaman and Nicobar Island Integrated Development Corporation Limited. It was inaugurated on 28th June 1988 under the Companies Act 1956. So for rapid economic growth of the island. Chief Secretary of Andaman and Nicobar Administration in the chairman of the corporation. Next are India's first career portal. So it is mainly, please remember, Chief Secretary and Andaman and Nicobar Administration is the chairman of the corporation, ANICDL, DCL. Okay. So it is mainly under the Companies Act of 1956 for rapid economic growth of the islands. So it was incorporated on 28 June 1988. Please remember. Next, India's first career portal has been launched in Rajasthan. It is aimed at addressing the needs of secondary and higher secondary students for information on scholarship and career choices. So it is mainly India's first career portal. Okay, has been launched in Rajasthan. It is aimed at addressing what it aimed. It is aimed at addressing the needs of secondary and higher secondary students. So it's aimed at addressing the needs of secondary and higher secondary students for information on scholarship and career choices. So next are Parmanu Tech 2019, organized by Ministry of External Affairs and Department of Atomic Energy. So Parmanu Tech 2019, it was organized by the Ministry of External Affairs and the Department of Atomic Energy. And so conference discussed issue related to nuclear energy and radiation technology. So it is mainly Parmanu 2019. Parmanu Tech 2019 organized. Who mainly it is Commander Ministry of External Affairs and Department of Atomic Energy organized this. Okay, and conference discussed the issues related to nuclear energy and radiation technology. Next are Freedom of the City of London Award. The State Bank of India, India's UK head Sanjeev Chanda has been honored with the Freedom of City of London Award in recognition of his contribution to promoting bilateral relations. Okay, State Bank of India UK head Sanjeev Chanda has been honored with the Freedom of the City of London Award in recognition of the contribution to promoting the bilateral relation. Award is traced to the medieval time to around 1237. The honor enabled the recipients to carry out their trade. So award is traced to the medieval time to around 1237. The honor enabled the recipient to carry out their trade. So Freedom of City of London Award. Please remember. So next our discussion is others. So next time we discuss. So thank you.